Hello students, welcome back to our English class. In this video, you are going to get a detailed explanation of the story Old Man at the Bridge, written by Ernest Miller Hemingway. The story begins with a chance encounter between a young soldier, and he happens to be the narrator of this story. So I hope it is clear to you by now that the narrator of the story is none other than a young soldier who has been sent to face the encounter with the other country, with the soldiers of the other country involved in war. And he happens to meet an old man by chance. So they were not destined to meet each other. It was only by chance, accidentally, the narrator. Who is the narrator? I repeat, a young soldier. He meets an old man. Now, the old man was wearing silver-rimmed spectacles, sitting by the side of the road at a pontoon bridge. What is the bridge? Pontoon bridge. The young soldier was on a mission to cross the bridge and find out how far the enemy had advanced. So the young soldier, as I told you, was to cross the bridge. He had to find out that how far the enemy soldiers had advanced. When the soldier crossed the bridge towards the enemy, what did he find? He found an old man at the bridge, and when he came back, the old man was still there. That aroused his curiosity. Actually, this is where the narrator felt the urge to interact with that old man. The old man told him, what did he tell? The old man told him that he was 76 years old. How old he is? He is 76 years old and was forced to leave his hometown of San Carlos because of artillery fire from the enemy. So, from the enemy side, there was continuous firing, and where his hometown is? His hometown is in San Carlos, and he was forced to leave that place. Forced to leave San Carlos because of this continuous firing from the enemy side. He further told the narrator that he had already walked 12 kilometers and was too tired to move any further. The old man said that he was the last person to leave the town as he was anxious. Why he was anxious, students? He was anxious because he had to think for the safety of the animals he was taking care of. So he had lots of animals, and to leave them there, in an unsafe condition, he couldn't think of. He was too anxious to take care of those animals he had with. And the old man said that he was looking after 3 sets of animals, that is 2 goats, 1 cat, 4 pairs of pigeons. 4 pairs makes how many? 8 pigeons. He said that he had no family. The old man had no family, and he was unconcerned about the threat of his own life. So, whatever damage this war is going to create to his life, he is not at all bothered about that. He admitted that there was no need to worry about the cats. He has 1 cat. So I must tell you that he need not have to worry about the cat because the cat can look after themselves. And since he had left the dove cage unlocked, the pigeons too would fly to safety. So he was not worried about the cat and the pigeons. Because why? He left the cage open so that, seeing the danger, this cat and those pigeons can take a safe shelter for them. But he lamented. Why he was worried? He lamented the fate of the 2 goats who had nowhere to go and nobody to look after them. Right? They had nobody to look after them. The narrator more concerned for the old man's safety than that of the animals. The narrator was not, the narrator was more concerned. The soldier was concerned for the safety of the old man. The old man himself was not concerned about his own life, his own safety. He knows that he is already 76 and he is going to die. Whatever is destined, whatever is there in his fate, he is going to accept that. If the situation forces him to die, then he will accept the death silently. He has nothing to revolt on. But the young soldier became concerned for the old man's safety than that of the animals. And then he inquired about the old man's politics. The old man replied he had none. He is nowhere in no connection with the political world. He is nowhere involved into the world of politics. The narrator then advised the old man to cross the bridge and catch a truck towards Barcelona. The narrator said that please move, please go away from here, cross the bridge. You will get a truck over here and just move to Barcelona. You will be safer over there. This place is not safe for you. But the man replied that he did not know anyone there. He has no acquaintance over there. He doesn't know anybody who stays in Barcelona. So why should he take his way up to Barcelona? Why should he travel to Barcelona? However, he thanked the narrator for his suggestion. So the man was filled with gratitude that at least this man has suggested him, at least thought of his safety. So he thanked the narrator, the young soldier, and continued to express his concern for the fate of the animals. So the old man continued to lament that what will happen to my goat, what is there in the fate of my animals, I had to leave them behind. The narrator reassured him, saying that the animals would be fine. Don't worry, they would be fine. The narrator told the old man to get up and walk. That the young soldier advised the old man that please get up and walk, try to walk a little more. This place is not safer for you. The old man tried to get up and walk, but he was too weak, students. He was too weak and too tired, and that's why he sank back to the ground. The narrator thought that the old man's only luck was that cats could look after themselves and the day was overcast. So the fascist enemy, that is the fascists, they were the enemies, and the fascists, that is the enemies who were advancing towards the bridge, would not be able to launch their planes. So the enemies would not be able to launch their planes. Why? Because the sky was getting overcast with clouds. The day was overcast. Right. So here the story ends with a melancholy note. Actually, over here, student, the old man is a symbol of the defeat of liberal democracy in Spain. In the Spanish Civil War in 1938, the Spanish loyalists were defeated by the reactionary forces of Francisco Franco, who was helped by the dictators like Hitler and Mussolini. Over here, you know, students, this bridge, what is this bridge symbolic of? This bridge is a symbol of life. This bridge connects the two ends, that is the birth and the death. Perhaps the old man wants to cling to life and does not want to go to the other side. That is his impending death. Death is imminent. Since the old man is at the bridge, he has got two options: to cross over the other side, to go to Barcelona and leave the rest of his life devoid of the company of his animals and birds, or to stay at home and share the fate of his animals and birds. So, if he would have traveled to Barcelona, at the other end of the bridge, there would have been the life of hope, where he could live a safer life. And what is at this end, where he was left alone? This side is his home, his homeland, where he wants to die and share the fate of the end of the doom days. He wants to share with his animals and birds, staying back at home at this end of the bridge. Thus, students, this bridge symbolizes the point of no return for the old man. That he chose to remain at this side of the bridge points no return for the old man. He has chosen his homeland. He preferred to die in his homeland and share the fate of doom with his birds and animals. He cared, he loved his animals, and thus this bridge is symbolic of the need to give up war. So, which end of the bridge we want to go? At that end of where the life is there, or this end where the war is taking place? Have you understood, students? So we need to talk to each other and connect with each other through the bridges of faith, trust, brotherhood and humanity. Understood, students? So this is indicative of the fact that it is not only human beings who becomes the victim of war, but the poor, meek animals and birds who are brutally killed during the war are also becoming the victims of the devastating war, of the destroying war, of the ravage of the war. Right, students?